revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your business is growing, but your computers are slowing. We can fix that. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we can help you take on the challenges of your growing business by helping you get the most out of your systems through availability managed services. We provide reliable protection with 24/7 system monitoring. Check us out at c2cc.net or call us at 303-933-1113. That's C-Squared Computer Consulting, c2cc.net.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
One of the most important tools in your business is your phone, and you can't afford dropped calls. You can afford Edgetronics. They get your phone system to work for you, not against you. As a certified veteran-owned business, they'll serve your business with honor, and they guarantee you'll always be able to reach them. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Give your phone some love, and you'll love the outcome. You can't afford intermittent service or static phone lines, you can afford Edgetronics. 303-766-1699 or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now. 720-443-3371.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. Hey, look, maybe you're looking for a new job, a new position, a new thing, turning over a new leaf. Well, wouldn't it be great if you knew exactly what that hiring manager would be asking you in the next interview?
Well, sure, but there's no way to know for sure what they're going to ask you. And
but you can prepare.
Prepare for all. So you go online, you do a Google search, what are the most common interview questions, and you prepare, right?
Right.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that what you've done? I mean, have you ever done that? Like, go online to say, okay, what do I think they might ask me, and then prepare that way? Have you ever done something like that?
Well, no, because I keep jobs for a very long time, but I think it's a good idea to prepare.
Okay, but like that. Like go online and do the search like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's a question that you can know it's going to come up.
Okay.
So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, sure, I can tell you a little bit about myself. It's my story. I got all sorts of stuff I can tell you. But what kind of stuff should I be telling them? My job history, my hobbies, my family, where I grew up. Do you want to hear about the time I started my first lemonade stand?
That's where it gets challenging, isn't it?
Huh.
Oh, what should you say? Should you say the things that you shouldn't say? I think not. Tell me about yourself. You can say, you know what, I'm currently an account executive at Smith where I handle top-performing clients. Before that, I worked with the agency where, keep it on focus, that's it. Just keep it on topic.
Okay, but...
Do not say I like long walks on the beach.
Pina coladas and
right.
That whole thing. It's not your it's not your your couple's ad or whatever. What do you call that? Your ad. What do you call that? That thing, your one ad. Personal ad. It's not your personal ad.
No, it's not.
So keep it
on
topical
purpose, yeah.
of
with what you want the new job to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. What you got?
Why should I hire you?
Well, because I'm desperate and I need a job.
Uh-huh. And I think that's it. We even go in when we ask for a raise. I need a raise. I need a job. It's all about me. But often the employer or the interviewer will find out, have you done your homework on the position? So making sure that you review the job description and the qualifications very closely and to identify the skills and knowledge that are critical to the position, and then identify experiences from your past that demonstrate those skills and the knowledge. So it's kind of like that matchy game. But you have to have reviewed the job description. You have to have done your homework on the company. And this one right here, this will be a derailer. Why should I hire you? If you don't have a good answer of what you bring to the table, then I've got a line of candidates out the door that probably somebody else can't.
How about this one? How'd you hear about the position? Craigslist?
What, would that be bad?
Could be.
But if you put it on Craigslist,
well,
I mean, you put it on Craigslist. If I found it on Craigslist, how is it bad that I found what you put out there? Where you put it?
Because we're searching for people who don't read Craigslist.
Yeah, but you put it on Craigslist. Oh, that's just sneaky. That's bad.
We want to know, are you going to name drop? Are you going to, because I threw out Craigslist. But,
okay. Oh,
they want to know, are you going to be...
I know Susie and HR and...
Contact. Are you going to name drop that person? Yeah.
Okay,
so
all right.
If you are going to do that, perhaps you are a name dropper. Always.
Well, is that bad? I mean, I know some people that are, like, name droppers.
I do, too.
And it cracks me up because they're, like, throwing out all these names of people I've never even heard of.
They mean nothing to anybody.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, so Joe Smith over here, and Bill, and, yeah, I'm like,
it's a psychological tactic that makes them feel more important, and you can
invited.
You can develop a profile.
Yeah, you guys found me.
I was invited. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got?
Why is there a gap in your work history?
Oh. Because I like video games.
Here's the thing is we all have gaps these days. I mean, it's not uncommon to go through periods of being unemployed or in between positions, right? It's far more common now than it ever was before. An employee and the interviewer knows, they understand that people lose their jobs, and it doesn't always have anything to do with your work skills. The company had a switch, a change, a buyout, or whatever. It happens all the time. And it's not always easy to find a new job fast. So when answering this question, list the activities you've been doing during the period of unemployment. Freelance projects. So maybe if you are in a gap, I
joined the Peace Corps.
Some freelance projects, volunteer work, or taking care of family members. And just to let the interviewer know that your time off was spent productively, not I've been out on interview after interview after interview and nobody will hire me.
Or I've been playing video games.
And even the taking care of family members, while that sounds like a great excuse, especially if somebody has a critical illness, don't lie about that.
No.
Because that will come out. So you can't just say, my so-and-so was really sick and I was taking care of and helping them, da-da-da. If it's not true, don't say it. I've found this to be, somebody makes it up. Somebody was sick, but they really weren't that sick and they really weren't taking care of them. And that wasn't really the reason they were in between jobs. And it just raises this little red flag of you lied to me in the very beginning.
And it will catch up, and you will be out of a job.
Yes.
All right, final question for your interview practice, if you will. Why do you want this job? Companies want to hire people who are passionate about the job, so you should have a great answer for why you want the position. And if you don't, you should apply somewhere else.
There you go.
Right?
I think sometimes and we do get a little desperate, right? Especially if it's been a while in between jobs, you don't have any, your money's running out. We just need to be hired. And there are some short-term positions where you can kind of fill in the gap, until you find that job that you're passionate about. And if you haven't, keep looking.
Tell the interviewer why, a couple of key factors that make the role a good fit for you. I love customer support because I love the constant human interaction and the satisfaction that comes from helping someone solve a problem. And then share why you why you love the company, right? I've always been passionate about education. I think you guys are doing great things. I want to be a part of it. That person's going to get that job.
I like it. I want to be a part of it.
Absolutely. There you have it. Some common, somewhat innocuous questions. I mean, they seem so simple.
They seem simple, but if you don't have a game plan going in...
Beware the traps. All right. Hey, Business Tips and Insights coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Bumper Dock Denver is now open for bumper repair, windshield chip repair, paintless dent, ding, and auto body repair, and they're upfront and honest about prices, usually posted in the lobby. As your car's cosmetic surgeon, Bumper Dock Denver also does headlight restoration, interior repair, detailing, paint touch-up, and wheel repair, all at fair prices and usually in a day or less. If your car gets injured, just call the doc. Bumper Dock Denver, 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292. Online at bumperdockdenver.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They are one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
I'll never forget
that moment. As long as I live.
my first call ever as a member of the National Guard.
When we got to the armory, they briefed us on the wildfires. They were getting dangerously close to homes.
Helicopters were going out to drop water on the fires. Guys in the unit were preparing for firefighting with local fire crews. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard, aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. It's time for business tips and insights. And if you're feeling hot-blooded, you need to know Mel and Bobby Sue Bowman of Bowman Heating and Air.
That's right. It's time for our business tip and insight from Bowman Heating and Air. We have Bobby Sue and Mel in the studio. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you so
for having
much. All right, so Bobby Sue, what are we talking about today?
Today we are going to talk about outsourcing and how important it is to hire certain things out within your business, just because spending that time trying to figure it out is more costly than it is to just outsource it.
Give me an example of something you've outsourced that saved you a bunch of time.
Social media.
Social media. Yeah.
It's not something that I think of all the time. I think of it for my, for my page, and it's like, well, what do I say on my business page that I should not say on my personal, and vice versa. So it was one of those things that was very.
No one ever called social media a time suck.
How about you, Mel? What's been one of the best things that you've decided to outsource?
Oh, I've got to agree with her with social media and also payroll. That really helps us out a lot.
Yeah, that can be mind-numbing, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we know that when you bring on that professional, somebody else who they think in the social media world, they think in numbers and they know all the tax laws, it saves us a bunch of time and resources. So what do we do with all that saved time? How does that help our business grow?
We're able, of course, to do more networking and more marketing. We're also able to spend time together.
Oh, what a concept, right?
Like free time, which we're still kind of trying to figure out, but we're getting there.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of times we are able to go out and enjoy ourselves as opposed to constantly thinking about all those things that we have to do.
Rather than being working on you want to work on the business instead of being in the business, right?
I'll tell you what, I run into people all the time, and they're too busy to do some of the things they really want to do, either personally or some of their hobbies, activities. And I tell them it's time to hire somebody, and you can start with outsourcing.
Yes. It's a great way.
Yeah, because they don't necessarily have to work for you. They can be a virtual assistant type or, another company. And so then what's nice is you don't have to take them on under your payroll, workman's comp, and they do it so much faster than we would do it anyways.
Yes, it's very true, because it's what they know. That's their genius zone. That's their spot.
Mel, you had a story that you wanted to share?
Yeah. Growing up, my best friend's dad, his name is Wendell Williams, loved to do everything himself. He loved to try to save a dime, but he would spend $5,000 to save a dime. He would spend, in fact, he built a pool in his backyard, went out, bought a bulldozer to do it, did all this stuff, spent all this money, and the pool never got finished. So, you spend all this money trying to save money whenever he could have just hired someone to build the pool, and it would have been done.
My daughter was making a comment to me the other night. She's like, Mom, why isn't there an overhead light in this room? I said, well, at the time, we just kind of thought we would do it ourselves. We've now lived in the house for 15 years.
Yes.
And so, sometimes we think we're being so much more resourceful with that DIY project, the do-it-yourself, but you don't get it done. It takes away. There's an opportunity cost. And as a business owner, the opportunity cost is killer.
Enormous. And so as business owners or just homeowners, you need to know there's one other thing that you need to make sure that you outsource, and the people to call are Bowman Heating and Air. Don't go try and climb all over your roof and fix your air conditioner or your water swamp cooler or whatever. Don't do that. Call Bowman Heating and Air, because as you've heard on this station before, your wife's hot. She wants you to call Bowman Heating and Air. What's the phone number, Mel?
Area code 303 303-622-6502.
Give that again.
That's 303-622-6502.
Call them up. Say, my wife is hot. Come and cool my house down. 303-622-6502. That's Bowman Heating and Air, family owned and operated. Mel and Bobby Sue, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Hey, did you hear, you know, there's been a war between the internet providers, the TV providers. You know, we're talking about the satellite dish folk and the Xfinity Comcast folk. You know, they always compete one with the other, right?
Well, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, boy, Comcast got a little twisted when one of the satellite companies decided they were going to put out 1 gig internet service. You've probably seen the commercials. They're all over the place. 1 gig internet. How long would it take me with the 1 gig internet to download a movie? About the time it takes me to eat this cookie. By the way, that guy's the slowest cookie eater I've ever met. But Comcast just rolled out a plan to deliver 2 gig internet service.
So now are they eating half a cookie?
I don't know. It's a different company.
Well, I
They're
know.
probably eating nachos.
I know, but see now, you know, they could like, you know, buddy up with Oreo and say, I only need to eat half my Oreo. Oh no, the thin Oreos. The thin Oreos. They could eat the thin Oreo.
No, you can't dunk the thin Oreos.
I wasn't talking about dunking. I wasn't talking about dunking.
No.
But you know, now you had a
tacos.
full cookie, and now we have a half cookie.
No, they're eating tacos. I think that's what they should eat. Comcast. I think.
Does it take you? How long does it take you to eat a taco?
The Bowmans are cracking up in here. I don't know what the deal is. How long does it take me to eat a taco?
Right. I mean, I would think.
As long as I want.
So it takes. I would just think that if you had to wait for the amount of time it takes to eat a taco, that's not good marketing.
I can eat a taco really fast.
That's true. He
It
can.
depends on the size
He
of the taco.
goes and he orders like the 6-pack, and he can eat. He's got a larger mouth than most people.
It's cavernous.
And yeah, he can stick almost like a half a taco in his mouth in one bite.
Listen to you. I think everybody knows that you're laughing at me.
It's pretty impressive.
Comcast 2 gig
You ever done like a taco eating contest or a hot dog eating contest? I mean, seriously, you could win that thing. I mean,
I want to have a taco eating contest, but nobody will play with me.
I know, because he's like, home, like 1 taco, 1 bite. I don't know why we're talking about this.
I'm not sure either. Let me go back to the story. Comcast 2 gig internet service.
I'm hot. There's Bowman Heating and Air.
Jay,
it's so hot in here.
Hey, Tussie, your wife is hot.
Seriously, I'm sweating now.
For God's sakes, all I'm trying to do is deliver the news here.
I'm having a hot flash. Bowman Heating and Air, 303-622-6502.
Comcast gonna cost you $300 a month if you want to go that fast. I'm just saying.
A lot of tacos.
All right. We'll be back after this. This is degraded into something silly.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Get yourself back on track with your mid-year vision screening. We're not checking your eyesight. We're checking in on your vision and your big, hairy, audacious goals that you set at the beginning of the year. If you attended the Success Unleashed Summit in January, you experienced the power of having a strong vision and written goals to keep you on track. The Epic Summer Summit is the perfect place for you to get back on track and to get your vision checked. Carrie Conley with the Infinite Nation will be presenting a 2-hour workshop, followed by a Connecting Experts vendor event and networking on Thursday, July 30th at the PPA Event Center. Sign up to attend the Epic Summer Summit at theconnectingexperts.com. You can sign up to attend as a guest or as a vendor. Get your vision checked.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
John Rush during the afternoon rush, today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. We promise to deliver nothing but the best in business, and we deliver on that promise every single day.
You're looking for a great web designer, right? When it comes to growing your business, your website is such a key part in attracting customers, maintaining customers, taking people through your sales process. But finding the right web designer is critical.
Absolutely.
And there are mistakes.
What?
I don't know, some mistakes that some of you might be making. Well, we're going to fix all that with our next guest, Donna Galassi, president, owner, and founder of Blue Zenith Web Design. She's been in business for 6 years, serving small businesses with effective web solutions. She's our web solution. Really, only 6 years, Donna?
It seems like a lot longer.
It kind of does.
Yes. It is 6.
Wow.
Well, congratulations to you. You are awesome to work with. Blue Zenith is the designer of the Experience Pros website, and so we're just honored to have you in the studio with us.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
An honest-to-God superhero in our presence. Donna, what are some of these mistakes that small business owners are making with their web design?
Well, I think the number one mistake is your website designed for the future? What that means is, in every sense of the word, does the design look modern? Is it mobile friendly? Because Google has started ranking that. And then more importantly, is it reflective of where your business is going? So in every aspect, does your website reflect the future?
But Donna, if it reflects the future, that means I have to think ahead.
Exactly.
That is not the skill set of many people.
How else do you get there unless you say it? You put it out, put the stake in the ground, you say it to the world, this is where my business is, this is how I choose to work with clients, and then it happens. It happens because you've put your stake in the ground. And
Absolutely. And think about where we are in business. Like, where we are is where we are at the moment, but we're all growing. We're all, striving for something grander, the next level, wherever it is that we're going. So, of course, it would make sense that our website should reflect that, because where we are right now is going to be outdated tomorrow.
Exactly. So content has to be reflective of up-to-date what you're doing right now. you don't want stale content, something referring to the past, and you want to make sure that if you've got a blog, it's up to date and that your social media is frequently updated as well. You don't want to give a appearance that you're not in business.
True.
In any aspect of the word, whether the site looks old and outdated, someone will go and find another website that does look more modern and more responsive to their needs, to the needs of the visitor.
I think I am surprised at how often we need to be changing the website.
Yes.
A lot of people they come to us saying, Angel, we can't get it started because we're working on our website. All right, well, you're going to be always working on your website, really ideally, right, Donna?
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. You really should, once a year, take a look at what's there, see what can be updated and changed and tweaked, and absolutely have it in a workflow throughout the year.
I love it. Okay, so what's another mistake that small business owners make with their website?
Do you know your clients? Do you know what keeps them up at night? Do you know what troubles them and what they're searching for? Make sure you use the words that they use to describe your services, the words that they use to type into Google for your services, and make sure it's very clear that they identify with your services and with your products, what you're doing.
See, Donna, I think so many people paint their website with a huge wide brush that says, I'm just going to target anybody who lands here.
You'll miss out on everyone. You won't please anyone by trying to target everyone.
And I think another piece of that, Donna, is we don't know who our target audience is, and we don't know how to speak to them, or we're speaking in our language.
Yes.
Like you said, what are the words that your customer is using? What are the words your customers are searching for? I think we get into our own vocabulary in-house, and these are the words that we use in-house, but they're not necessarily the phrases that somebody else is typing in and looking for.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a big disconnect there.
Yes.
Okay, all right, next mistake. I'm just kind of doing like a mental checklist.
Right.
How are we doing?
So far, so good.
Yes.
But Donna's our web designer.
Yeah, we kind of have a gimme in it.
Right. Okay. What's next?
What's next? Are you sharing your expertise? Do you use your business blog? Did you know that, let me find the statistics, 70% of people prefer learning about your business by reading articles that you post. They want to know you're the expert. So they choose to do business with people that are posting on the industry. They want to feel secure that you've got the expertise to solve their problem.
Almost 8 out of every 10 people want you to say something intelligent.
Yes.
So you have to have a blog.
Yes, absolutely. And not just have it, but use it on a regular basis. It's not something to just sit there and, okay, I blogged last year or last 3 months.
Actually, I had somebody who came in and did an interview with us not too long ago, and they referred to a blog on their website. And I went to find it, and I couldn't find it. And they said, well, it's pretty buried because I wrote it like 3 years ago. All right, well, you can't send people there and expect they're going to dig down three years. You got to bring that thing up to the top. And so it is all right, I think, that you repurpose and refresh some of your blogs. But, it's so funny to me that so many people are actually using the articles to find out more about you.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I have that statistic, and then there's another one. It says 67% more leads are achieved by companies that have active blogs.
67%?
Yes.
More leads?
Wow.
More leads, yes.
Okay.
So these are really good statistics to show not just to monetize your website, but to say this is the reason why.
Wow, that's significant.
It is significant.
All right, so pull out the blog, update the blog. You can even hire people to write a blog if it's not in your skill set or the time frame.
And then repurpose articles that you've written in the past and make them more up to date as well. There's many different ways that it's not meant to be so hard.
It isn't supposed to be hard.
Exactly.
What about and I've seen this before, and we haven't actually tried it, but where people find somebody else's article and then kind of give their take on it.
Yes. So there's 2 different ways. Yes, your slant on things, or you can follow your industry leaders and give your opinion on what they're saying. But either way, you become a resource to your clients on your industry topics.
I'll tell you what, Donna. One time, one of our best clients came from an article that Eric and I posted. We didn't write it, but we liked it, and we had some some thoughts around that article,
Right.
and posted that, and we ended up getting a client from it. And we're like, we didn't even write the article. We just liked what they said.
Yes.
It was fabulous. Okay, all right. What is the next website mistake?
Do you make a good case as to why someone should choose you over the competition?
You got to differentiate yourself.
Differentiate yourself, and you do that through fan brags are one way. Absolutely.
Sure.
Let your clients tell the world what it is like to do business with you. Online reviews. Most of my clients are small businesses. Small businesses are not the large businesses, and you have the ability to personalize your business. Tell someone what your passions are. How do you give back to community? Show your personality, be unique, and that will state the case as to why someone should choose you over your competition.
Wow.
I think being more personal these days is far more required than it used to be of days gone by, where it was also, professional and policies and procedures. But now people they do business with people and they get to know them.
Donna, how do you put your personality into a website?
You could do that through design, very subtly through color, your layout, how you purpose that information.
What about like videos or photos?
Videos and photos, absolutely. And then linking your social media. And again, how you give back to community. Most small businesses do something for the community, whether they give their services or support local nonprofits. That tells huge stories about your heart and why you're in business.
All right.
I like it, and you can use the design and the colors and placement that actually show it, and you do a great job. Donna, how do people get in touch with Blue Zenith Web Design?
One more.
Oh, is there one more?
Please, go ahead.
More. Do I have time?
Yes, go ahead.
Do you measure what you're doing? Do you use Google Analytics? And by using that, being able to say, to take a look at the analytics, see which pages people are going to, which ones could potentially use where they're spending time, and can you make those pages better? Okay. And by doing that, that's where you can come back and reanalyze and do better.
So once the page is made, that's not the end of the story.
No,
you're going to come back and tweak and make sure that you're capitalizing on the traffic pattern.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Makes great sense. How do people get in touch with you?
My website is bluezenith.com, and the phone number is 720-248-8431.
Give that number one more time.
720-248-8431.
Our web designer, Donna Galassi, Blue Zenith Web Design, award-winning, and boy, busier than a one-armed paper hanger, I understand.
Yes.
Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, and thank you for having me on today.
Oh, absolutely. I love working with you, Donna. You're looking for a web designer. One that is, I think one of my favorite things about working with Blue Zenith is how reachable they are. I always hear people say, well, it takes me forever to reach my web designer. It takes them forever to, make the change that I need. And it's just too hard for them to do anything to their website. Donna is so reachable. Her team you can reach them on the phone. They respond to you. They're very responsive. Fabulous to work for. Perfectly affordable for the small business owner. And super fun to work with as well. She takes the spider web of details out of Eric's head and is able to actually create a website out of it. Donna, you're kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, very few people have been able to do that. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming next. Maybe even a little bit of business etiquette. Next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer. Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Computers, we can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FAN-BRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. I'm not sure how I feel about this next segment. It took me years to learn how to spell the word etiquette. Did you know there are 3 T's in etiquette? There are.
Do you have some? Too many T's throws you?
Well, I thought there were 4 T's. I thought it was ETT, and it's not. It's just ET. Phone home. But I probably break some of these rules.
All right, well, we found some etiquette rules that every professional needs to know. So listen up, my professionals. And I think etiquette is one of those things that we quickly dismiss. You know, if you haven't done it, you didn't grow up with that, or nobody taught you, you don't even know that you're making a grave error or a grave mistake, or that people are kind of looking at you going, well, didn't they ever learn that piece of information? And so here are some etiquette essentials for all of us.
I'll let you know how I do.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So, number 1, in a business situation, when you're introducing yourself, you should always use your full name.
Hi, my name is Eric.
No, Eric Raymer.
Oh, Eric Mayer.
Eric Raymer.
Eric Mayer.
Eric Raymer.
No, this conversation that we're doing right now is actually how it happened when I first came to Denver. I met my next door neighbor, and I said, my name is Eric Raymer, and he says, my name is Eric Mayer, and he said, Eric Mayer, and I said, no, Raymer. He said Mayer.
Mayer.
His name was Eric Mayer.
But poor Eric thought he was mispronouncing his last name.
It's German. I get it. It's complicated.
Really funny.
Raymer.
Mayer.
Yeah.
He really did. He really thought.
Right.
Anyways, you should also pay attention to how others want to be introduced when they say their name as well. Now think about this. If your name is too long or difficult to pronounce, make sure that you acknowledge that with people. Slow it down and kind of give it to them, enunciate it for them a little bit. You can also consider the phonetic pronunciation on a business card and on your name tag as well. I know a lot of times I'll spell my name Tussy, Tussy, just to help people. Like if somebody says, if you're waiting in line for something,
But
or
it's
somebody's
just
going to call you back.
so close to an Italian Tucci.
Yes, and so I'll misspell it to help people with the pronunciation of it. All right, next one. Always stand when you're being introduced to someone.
I think that's a common courtesy, but what if you didn't expect the introduction, or for whatever reason you can't stand?
Well, if you are caught off guard and cannot rise, then at least lean forward to indicate that you would stand if you could stand.
I'm a
You
little
would stand if you could
I'm a little
stand.
incontinent, so I won't stand. I will just lean forward.
Well, but like if you're trapped. You're trapped in an ATM vestibule and you cannot stand up.
Gotcha.
So
Or a FedEx building.
Standing helps you establish your presence, makes it easy just shows respect to the person that you're being introduced to. All right, how about this one? Saying thank you. You only need to say it once or twice during a conversation. Otherwise, you might dilute its impact and possibly make yourself seem somewhat helpless.
Thank you.
And
Oh,
needy.
thank you. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for shaking my hand. Thank you for letting me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. What's next?
That's it.
Thanks.
Just a couple of times is good. How about thank you notes?
Oh, so I can carry on my thank yous.
Sure, right.
Send more thank yous.
Send more thank yous. You should send thank you notes within 24 hours is the rule of thumb. Within 24 hours, though within the week is also an acceptable grace period. And you should also send separate notes to everyone that you want to thank, not a group thank you card.
Okay. All right.
Right?
Yeah.
What?
I snuck ahead. I'm frustrated with this next one.
I'm like, wait a minute. But here's the thing I wanted to say about the thank you note.
Yeah.
Before you choose between email and handwritten notes, they say that regular mail may take several days to get to its destination, and email arrives almost immediately. So you can actually do both is what they recommend,
All right,
because the time difference can be important after a job interview.
Fair enough.
If the hiring decision is being made quickly. So you can send the email, but also follow it up with
Okay.
the handwritten note.
I like that.
All right. So then this next one, you have a problem with this?
I do.
Why?
Well, just read it and let's find out.
It says never pull out someone's chair for them.
What? Are you kidding me?
They say it's okay to hold open a door for your
Yes.
guests, and you should.
All right.
Look
Absolutely.
behind you. Take a second and hold the door open for the person. Wait. You might have to stop walking for 2 shakes, but wait and hold the door open for the person behind you.
Uh-huh.
But he says you shouldn't pull someone's chair out for them regardless of gender, because this is a social etiquette, but in a professional setting, women pull out their own chairs. Yeah, on a date. On a date, in a social setting, but in a professional setting, it's awkward to have a gentleman pull your chair out. Especially, because in this situation, we're peers, and I wouldn't pull my chair out for you.
It appears that nobody wants to be pulling chairs, so I get it.
All right, you're okay with that?
Yeah,
Did you move on? All right. They also say you should not cross your legs.
What are you supposed to do with them?
You can. They say that it's distracting and even too sexy for a professional setting. Oh my gosh, I cross my legs all the time. But they also say it's health related. Crossing your legs is bad for your circulation. It increases the pressure on your veins, which is true. Which I don't know why that matters in a professional etiquette about the health of your veins, but
What should I do? A full Sharon Stone?
no.
Just saying.
Ankles. They say ankles. Crossing your ankles is
Cross your ankles?
is the healthier way, and apparently less sexy.
All right.
So don't crush your legs,
Okay.
mister.
All right.
Keep your fingers together when you point. Point with an open palm. Keep your fingers together. If you point, you appear aggressive.
Oh, with your index finger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't point. No, that's a different gesture.
Don't point.
I'm not doing that gesture. I'm trying to figure out. Now, see what I did? Let's move on. I talked about a gesture that I wasn't doing, but because I said the word gesture, and we're talking about pointing and fingers.
He's a boy, and
I didn't do
he
it,
does
though.
the locker room
Here's
boy
the thing,
thing.
I didn't
There's
do it.
like
I just
certain
walked
words.
into a verbal trap.
It wasn't a verbal trap.
It was a
trap that you set for yourself, and you created that really is a non-existent trap until you decided to make it a trap, and then you walked in it.
Oh.
And so who trapped who?
This one is for Tony Rayburn.
This etiquette?
Yes.
So our friend Tony Rayburn from Extreme Relationship Management taught us the proper way if there's a community loaf of bread at the table, and there's different restaurants, they bring out the loaf of bread.
Right.
And so how do you cut and share it? Well, you hold the end piece that you're going to eat. That's the piece you put your fingers on.
Cut it off.
And you cut it off so you've only touched your piece of bread. Don't put your whole hand on the whole loaf of bread that everybody else has to share. In this case, the etiquette is always break bread with your hands, they say.
Talking about the rolls on your own plate.
On your own plate. You should tear it.
Don't use your knife.
Really?
That's what it says.
Okay.
I always use my knife.
I do too.
Oh, see?
They say do not push or stack away your dishes because you are not the waiter.
Oh.
Let the wait staff do their job.
All right. Okay. Well, there's a lot of these etiquette rules.
Oh
that I
my
just don't
gosh.
think, what?
There's another one. Oh my.
Quickly.
We're gonna never ask for a to-go box.
That's ridiculous. I always ask for a to-go box, and I always forget it.
If they order an appetizer or a dessert, you should too, so they don't have to eat the course alone.
Oh man! All right, we have.
And
to
you
go.
should do gestures.
We have to
get them to shut up.
We have to go to a station ID, and the news. The good news is we got another hour of positive business talk right after this.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
SquareTrade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with one claim compared to Asurion total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your new smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Abernethy, and I founded SquareTrade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to $199 deductible when you break your phone. SquareTrade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. We can save you over $240. And switching to SquareTrade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to SquareTrade now and save over $240. Visit squaretrade.com. That's squaretrade.com.
SquareTrade! KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at klz560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Chris Barnes.
But simply, no deal means a greater chance of more war in the Middle East.
Battle lines being drawn over the newly negotiated nuclear deal with Iran as President Obama threatens to veto any congressional effort to block that accord. Here's more on the story with plenty of reaction from the Blaze Radio's Robin Walensky.
Benjamin Netanyahu continues to sound the alarm and warn of the dangers of this deal.
What a stunning, historic mistake.
The Obama administration deal with Iran now heads to Congress for a 60-day review. It's House Speaker John Boehner who invites the Israeli Prime Minister earlier this year to speak on Capitol Hill to address a joint meeting of Congress.
It's about right versus wrong, and we're going to do everything we can to get to the details, and if in fact it's as bad a deal as I think it is at this moment, we'll do everything we can to stop it.
Netanyahu warning the United States negotiating with the world's largest state sponsor of terrorism poses an enormous threat to our country and to Israel.
Republican candidate Donald Trump reportedly asking the FBI to investigate a threat allegedly tweeted by the Mexican drug kingpin El Chapo, Joaquin Guzman. A Twitter account in the drug kingpin's real name, Joaquin Guzman Loera, sending a message threatening Trump if he continues his rhetoric against illegal Mexicans. The Trump camp calling on the FBI to investigate the threat that vows in colorful Spanish to make Trump eat his words. That drug kingpin remains on the outside of a maximum security prison that he escapes from last weekend through an elaborate 1-mile tunnel. And Mexico putting up a hefty reward for his recapture. Wall Street having a fairly good day so far. Just before the half hour, the Dow up nearly 60 points, the Nasdaq up over 30, the S&P up 8 points. I'm Chris Barnes. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. I have almost tripled my Twitter following personally, and I've added several hundred professionally to the Experience Pros page in the last month. But I came across a behavior that has absolutely got smoke coming out of my ears, and I need to ask you about it.
Okay.
Guy named Ben.
Okay. I
followed him because he followed me first.
Okay.
Okay. I went and looked at what he does. He's got 62.3 thousand followers, and he is following almost all of them. He follows 57, almost 58,000 people.
Wow, that guy's active on Twitter.
Has almost 10,000 favorites of texts that he's favorited throughout the time he's been on Twitter, right? Here's my question.
Okay.
I get a text, a notification on my phone always that says, Benjamin Bechtel just tweeted for the very first time.
For the very first time, he has 60,000 followers, and he's just tweeted for the very first time.
Right. And so I go to look at the tweet that he sent, deleted. There are no tweets. So I clicked on his favorites. 9,723 times he has favorited somebody else's tweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Bechtel hasn't favorited any tweets yet. There's nothing. His page is an empty black hole. Why? Why would anybody do that?
That is a mighty fine question.
Can anybody answer this question? Anybody at all who knows anything about social media, maybe even one of our upcoming guests like Elisa Connor, who's going to be on the show, can anybody answer my question? Why would somebody tweet and delete their tweet immediately so that they have 60,000 followers, they're following 60,000 people, they've got 9,723 favorites, and nothing shows. There's no tweets at all. He's never tweeted once, but he tweets all the time and deletes them immediately. Why?
All right, well, here's what happens to
Who
a
is
tweet
Benjamin Bechtel?
that you delete. When you delete a tweet, it is removed.
Yeah.
The timeline of any accounts you follow and also the search results, it's gone. So nobody can find it.
Gone.
Retweets. If anybody has retweeted the tweet, it will also be deleted.
Deleted.
However.
He's stealing from my account.
However.
What?
If others have quoted your tweet, copied and pasted part or all of the text into their own tweet, tweet is not removed.
It's not.
If others have retweeted your tweet with a comment of their own, tweet is not removed.
What?
Tweets may be cached or cross-posted on third-party websites, applications, or search engines. Those tweets are not removed.
I believe that Benjamin Bechtel is a ghost. And I think I'm some unwittingly,
Like for
unknowing...
real, like a ghost?
No,
Or is it a ghost
like a spy ghost. And I think that I have been unwillingly invited to play in a social experiment, and I do not like it, Benjamin Bechtel. I don't like it. You creeper.
Oh, okay, so...
Leader of all stuff.
So most people...
This is what I did.
Yeah.
I unfollowed him.
Yet you're still, like, chasing him.
There's 60,000 people who haven't yet.
I think the issue is you.
Trying to help them.
Who?
Them.
Who?
The followers of this ghost.
So because you unfollowed, you think they're going to unfollow because of you unfollowing?
Just because I don't carry a nice little flute, you're not going to follow me? Do what I say. Get rid of Benjamin Bechtel. Goes by Ben. He's a ghost.
So?
Telling you. Trying
You
to
got
help.
your feathers all in a something.
It's like Facebook when you find out that Facebook is using your photos to determine that you're a bald man so that they can send you a T-shirt about bald men.
You know, I got that same post on my wall too. So
I don't believe it.
I did.
You're bold, and badass.
I'm not, but I got the same thing on mine. So
Ben, never mind.
Stop freaking out,
We'll be
dude.
back after
Chill.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now. 720-443-3371.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With Availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experienced Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
With rising health costs, unplanned chronic illness, and people living longer, your retirement planning is more important than ever. Many business owners aren't even covered. Talk about it with someone you trust. Call me today, and let's explore what is the best answer for you. 720-356-6474. 720-356-6474. This is Jim Smith with Prudential. Tune in every Monday morning for more tips at 11:35 right here on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experienced Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today. csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experienced Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experienced Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experienced Pros at experiencepros.com.
Dana Lash, 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros radio show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Is your website bringing you some cheddar? You know, the scratch. The cash, the Payatola.
What kind of movies you been watching?
Just asking. Is it making money?
He's like, cutthesaurus.com. How many different ways can I use the word money? Money. Well, you know that vision that lives in your head, the one that tells you where your business is going to be
I remember that.
in the next 3 to 5 years. If you're still not sure how to tell the world about it or how to attract the clients to make it happen, that's where our friends at Ripple Effect Marketing come in. They work as a team to create a strategy to map out specific action items to magnetize your marketing and attract your ideal clients. Elisa Connor from Ripple Effect Marketing, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you. I love being here with you guys.
It's kind of fun, huh?
It is fun, and we love having you here. That intro was amazing. How do I attract more clients to my website? Clients, I want money.
Well, there's a lot of different things you can do, but the first is really important, is to be you. And you guys are really good at that. You are authentic. You are exactly who you are on the radio as you are in real life. And I think a lot of people get on their website and on their marketing and social media, and they think they have to be someone that they're not.
Yeah.
And that's not interesting. And not only that, how long can you hold up a facade?
Oh, that's true. And it's, it is. You meet the person in real life, and it's a complete disconnect than what they have put online. So making sure that you are yourself, that your website reflects your personality. Let's talk about content. What kind of stuff should be on our website?
Well, if you can become a resource to people by providing them either educational information or reference material or in some way enhancing their business or their personal life, you see it all the time, that's what's going to bring people to your website. It's going to keep them coming back over and over and over. And there are multiple ways you can do that. You can do that through video. You can do that through blogging. You can do that through imagery, whether it's Instagram, Pinterest, whatever. You can do tutorials, all kinds of things, just to keep them coming back because you keep providing them information. Well, you become that resource. You become that guide to them. Who are they going to look to when they're ready to do business? They're going to look to somebody that they have a relationship with.
Of course. Okay, so Elisa, here's my next question. So if I post all these things on my my web page, what does that leave for social media?
Well, it's really interesting. A lot of people do the opposite with social media. They post everything on social media and then don't drive people to their website. There are two really big problems with that. The first being, as you know, Facebook changes their algorithm like they change their underpants.
Sure. Right.
They can decide tomorrow, we're going to just delete all your content. We don't like you anymore. And then what?
I know, isn't that frightening just to think about?
So all of that rented space on Facebook or any of the other platforms is not a good place to invest your time and energy. Versus what you should do is be placing all of that information on your website and then pushing it out to social media from there.
Oh, that is the opposite of what we see everybody doing.
Correct. The other nice thing about that is when you have people on your website, they're going to look around. They're going to see what else you're about, what else you're doing. The more time they spend there, the more likely they're going to be converted to be a customer.
We have questions, teacher? What should we have them looking for? What should they? What do we want them to find on our website?
Well, hopefully you're addressing their issues and their problems right up front so that they know, because you have to simplify it for people. They don't understand what their problems are until you tell them what they are.
That's true a lot of the time.
So if you can identify their problems right up front and then identify how you solve those problems, you're golden. And if you continue to do that through your blog posts and other social media tips and techniques and iterations, they're going to keep coming back for more.
Elisa, you are the first person to sit here and talk about, say, put it on your website and push that out to social media. Or if I've heard it, I've never heard it that way before where it resonated with me. Because we're not that actively engaged on our websites. Like, we're posting, sharing pictures, commenting. We're over on the social media sites. But our website doesn't seem like it gets that much attention.
Right, and that tends to be the case in many instances. And social media is a great platform, and it's a great way to get information out and to engage and get people excited, but ultimately you need to be pushing them back to your website. That is your only owned real estate. That's the only thing that nobody else can take away from you. Everything on social media is rented real estate, and the game rules can change at any point. So get them over to your website, get them engaged, and make it fun and interactive, and provide them information and education and all that.
Okay, so let's talk about opt-in forms. Are they? Well, let's describe what an opt-in form is and why it matters. Should we really have these on our websites?
I think, in my professional opinion, that an option forum is critical. It is one way for you to really attract your audience, and usually a good opt-in forum has a call to action, something you want them to do, and some sort of giveaway. And it could be something as simple as the top 10 things to not do while you're being interviewed on the radio.
Okay.
And that's a little giveaway, and people look at that, they're like, oh, it's a free gift. Awesome, of course I'm going to sign up, versus sign up for our newsletter. Everybody does that. How often does it work? And then if you don't do a newsletter, people are mad.
Yeah, and signing up for a newsletter these days, we're bombarded by newsletters. I don't need another newsletter. It's not juicy enough as a prize to get me to give you my email address.
Wait a minute, we're supposed to be giving juicy prizes?
Well, I would think so, right? Something of value.
Something of value, exactly.
All right.
So once you collect that email address, then that gives you permission to continue to market to those people in other ways. You can then email them, you can then contact them about your events, you can push them over to your social media sites, you can tell them about all of the new and exciting things that are going on in your business, as well as continue to providing them value. If you continue to provide them value, the chances that they're gonna unsubscribe to your email is much smaller.
Sure. There's some email newsletters and things that I get on a regular basis that do have value.
This is the secret to my success, is surrounding myself with people who are way smarter than I am. Elisa, let me ask you this. Talk about the imperative nature of mobile-friendly design. It's here, right?
I actually pulled some statistics.
All right.
And I have three different things I wanted to talk about. The first is that how many times have you sat in front of the TV and you're on your phone?
Oh, always.
61% of people are now dual screening it.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, you should see my kids. They've got their laptop, they've got their smartphone, they've got their TV.
I have to adjust my glasses because I can't see my phone and the TV, so I have to back and forth.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
So, and then if you move that up to tablets and smartphones, it's actually 87%.
Yep.
87% of us are dual screening it.
Yep.
So that's the big thing, is that people are doing that. And if you aren't mobile friendly and you're not able to have your website shrink to the
It's got to be responsive.
Right, the responsiveness, then you're losing people right away. Well, then you add in Google Armageddon. And if you
What?
Are you aware of Google Armageddon?
I'm not, but
Mobilegeddon.
Oh, that one. Yes.
So
got it. Sorry,
April 21st, Google changed the rules, and now they actually search and rank sites based on responsiveness. So if your site is not responsive and it's not mobile friendly, I know my friend Donna Galassi was just in here talking about mobile design, and I'm sure she's talked about responsive design and how important it is. But now it's ultra important, because if your design is not responsive, you are going to the bottom of the ranks. And who wants to do that as a small business?
No, it's frightening. You put all this time and energy into it. Somebody referred somebody to me not too long ago, and I grabbed my phone, I pulled them up, and I was trying to get through their website. It was not mobile friendly. And I'm like, well, forget this. I'm going to have to do it on my desktop. I just realized, Elisa, I've never gone back and looked them up.
Right.
So that makes it hard.
All right. Well, Elisa, we need to know how to contact you, because clearly you are way smarter than I am, and you know your stuff. So where do we go?
You can give me a call at 303-765. Wait, what is my number? 303-465-1431.
Do that one more time.
303-465-1431.
There you go.
And I've been told I have a great voicemail, so feel free to just call and listen to that.
You've got to listen. She's making waves, because her business is called Ripple Effect.
And then you can also find me online at Ripple Effect CO, and it's spelled RIPPLEFFECTCO.com.
2 words share an E.
They do.
Ripple Effect. All right.
One E, rippleeffectco.com. If your website isn't making money, if your marketing isn't effective, make sure you get Ripple Effect Marketing on your team. Let's do that phone number one more time.
303-465-1431.
Oh my gosh, Elisa, thank you so much for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is great.
You betcha. All right, folks, when we come back, I'm going to make a confession. There are 9 dumb decisions that even smart bosses make. I've probably made all of them. Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Edgetronics wants you to be happy with your business phone system. Get your phones to work for you, not against you. The friendly folks at Edgetronics can help you plan ahead to keep your business operating when there may be a phone system outage. They offer solutions with VoIP, non-VoIP, and hybrid telephone systems. Upgrade to the system with features that will meet your company's growing needs. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. No business is too small or too large, and the customer service at Edgetronics will make you smile. Call now, 303-766-1699, or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch. I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today. 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 1000-20432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. Nothing but the best in business. Today I want to talk a little bit about maybe some dumb decisions that, well, even smart bosses, maybe even I, have made over the years, thanks to an article by Jeffrey James, contributing author for Inc.com. You ever make mistakes? Not you.
Oh,
but I mean,
stop.
Do you know anybody who has?
Stop. I make mistakes all the time.
I don't know.
I do. I don't make a big deal out of it, and when I do, I recover. I try to recover quickly and move on, rather than like wear it and flaunt it.
Well, you got staff working for you. They're looking to you for a living, for inspiration, for their daily why, right? Mistake number one, maybe you fail to review the performance on a regular basis, and maybe you're not coaching them well.
Well, they say smart bosses are always busy, right? Of course, lots to do, lots of places to go and people to see and things to do, which is why many tend to put coaching employees and writing performance reviews on the back burner. But it's a mistake because it's short-sighted. Because it's the employee's work, not the boss's work, that makes a boss successful.
Absolutely. And by the way, coaching isn't marking up somebody's documentation or paperwork or whatever saying, wrong, 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 see me. That's not coaching.
Well, here's the thing. You can say everything you're doing is wrong or actually guide them and help them and teach them through it. And he says, I once worked for a boss whose total coaching consisted of writing, "This isn't quite right," on the top margin of everything I wrote. And then another boss who spent a day helping me understand what she needed. Guess which boss got the best work from me? The phrase here, it's the employee's work, not the boss's work, that makes a boss successful.
I agree. How about this? You ever made a decision and then took a poll afterwards? What did you think of that decision? Did you like where we went with that?
All right. Well, see, so here's the thing: is if you make the decision and then go after for feedback and input, it's too late. Right?
You're undermining your own authority.
Well, either undermining your own authority or telling the employees the decision's been made. I'm asking your opinion, but it doesn't matter because the decision's already been made.
Just jumping through hoops because that's the PC thing to do.
Right. And so really smart bosses enter such conversations by admitting that they've made a default decision and tell the employees what it is, but is then being open to changing that decision if somebody has a reasonable case for doing so. But even that, is waffling. Sometimes we do have to make quick, immediate decisions. There isn't always time to go after and survey and ask questions and get everybody's input. The decision is often made on the spot because the business has to keep moving. We don't have time to sit and labor over every decision in a staff meeting.
At the end of the day, that's what you get paid for as the boss.
Right. But here's the thing. So if you've made a decision, if you're going to take their input, then hear them out before, not after you make a decision.
Timing is everything. Do you spy on your coworkers?
Like with little cameras?
Well, by the way, Starbucks, checked your Starbucks restroom. In the news today, there's been another camera found in a Starbucks restroom. I'm sorry. Had to say it. It's true.
That's gross.
Yeah, but no, I wasn't talking about like that. But that one person who always eats the food in the refrigerator. Do you not trust some of your coworkers?
Well, they say while spying on your employees may sometimes allow you to discover an employee who's stealing, or some trust that's being abused. The resentment has a cost. People feel like they're being intruded on. The best people are likely to leave as soon as they have a chance to. They might not do it immediately, and they need to go out and find another position. But even those who remain, they will waste their emotional energy finding ways to avoid being caught in the surveillance. And so if there are times where there are cameras, and as long as everybody knows, okay, this space has to be monitored for whatever reason, but we all know it. But going around and spying, eavesdropping, listening, grabbing people's emails without them knowing it, it just causes an uneasy situation. And so even if you've got really good employees, they're not going to stay where they feel spied on. They feel mistrusted. Because we just feel really uncomfortable about that.
Absolutely.
Do you really want to work in that environment? Do you want to create that type of environment where everybody, nobody trusts each other? We're talking about building a team, and a team isn't just a group of people who work together. It's a group of people who trust each other. And so stop the spying. If you think somebody's stealing, ask them about it. Point blank. Ask them about it. Most of the time, you'll get to the bottom of it right then and there. Somebody's mistreating another employee, bring them in and confront them on it. And don't spy on the entire office. Deal with the problem one-on-one.
Well said. Hey, there's lots of other ones that we could talk about. Reorganizing rather than rethinking, using group meetings to give status updates, becoming a decision bottleneck. Guilty many times.
For skills and experience rather than attitude, and too many rules with not enough guidelines.
Oh, I like that. All right. Well, those are all mistakes, so don't make them. In fact, don't make another mistake. Go check out Jeffrey James on Inc.com. He's pretty good. Love his articles, and he offers an opportunity for us to give the Experienced Pros a spin. We'll be back with more messaging after these messages.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experienced Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experienced Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can shower, you can change your clothes, you can do whatever you want, but you'll never be able to shake your personality. So it's good for you to understand what it is.
What it is, your personality. Apparently there are 9 personality types of human nature because our personalities are the core foundation of who we are. And our next guest is going to help us discover and embrace our personality types. Phyllis Shimamoto. I'm so sorry. Phyllis Shimamoto. She's an instructor, speaker, and transformational life educator. She's also the CEO of Be Brave. Say yes. Her passion shows through, and she's going to help you discover what you need to shine your passion every single day. Phyllis, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you and Eric today.
Well, it is very nice to have you here in the studio. Phyllis, so 9 different personality types, really?
For the Enneagram, there's different personality type systems out there, but this is what I teach. This is what I'm passionate about.
And you used a word we don't know. Enneagram. What is that?
The Enneagram, it is taking the 9 different personalities of human nature. So Ennea and Gram means 9 drawing. So there's 9 different types in this particular personality type system, which is what I teach and what I'm passionate about.
Sure, sure. When we think about personality types, Phyllis, I don't think we realize there were 9. I think we think there were 4. You know, introvert or not. You've got driver, expressive type, the super friendly type, and the analytical.
And then there's Eric.
Well, so let's talk about first of all, what's the benefit of knowing what your own personality type is?
Well, we all come into this world pure and whole, and then as we grow up and are influenced by things happening in our lives with our parents and our environment, then our personalities start to form, because then we start compensating to make ourselves feel safe in our environment.
You know, I've got 3 children, Phyllis, and I often think that they kind of came pre-personalitied because they're so different from each other. Is that common, or did I have more of an impact on their personalities than I think I did?
Well, a lot of it is also, there's a genetic piece, there's also a piece that relates to things that are going on in your womb, as we all know, right? That's a big thing. And then as they start growing up, and you have the kids, and then you have another one and another one, everything is influencing. And then if we don't discover and uncover why we feel a certain way about a certain thing, we take all of those things into our adulthood.
Isn't that
Sure.
interesting? Okay, so let's...
It's like our own little suitcase.
Right.
Right, yeah, baggage. So then let's take that and apply it to a professional setting. What is the benefit of knowing and then subsequently embracing personality types in the workplace?
Well, I worked in corporate world for 30 years,
right.
So I know all the things that you should not do in terms of helping with your people and with leadership, because there are some people that should be in leadership, and then there's some that should not be.
But what if they find themselves in leadership? Are you teaching us how to deal with the person who should not be in leadership, but they are?
Well, that's what I help companies do, with collaborating with them and really giving them insights to say, okay, you have this person, let's talk about whatever person is in a certain role. Do you want them in this role, or are you willing to let them go? Or if you do want them, how can you help them grow? So you're helping people take the intrapersonal part, which is the aspect of themselves, and then you're adding their interpersonal skills and saying, okay, do you want to help develop this person? Do you want to invest in this person? Do you want to invest in your teams? Do you want to invest in groups of, maybe it's a department, sales, leadership, those types of things. And then once you understand your personality type, you begin to have compassion for every single person. Like, I had a conversation recently with a woman who worked in one of the city offices here, and she said they did a certain type of personality typing. It wasn't the Enneagram, it was something else. But she said she eventually left that company or the city because they had her in a role that wasn't suited for her. So they didn't take that knowledge in the pieces of what they knew about each of the individuals and try to fit them in where they could excel and maximize their talent.
I think that happens it's probably very common, Phyllis. You know, in a company, I need this role filled. Whatever the position is, you've been here long enough, or you know the job or something. So we put people in a role, whether or not their personality, and we don't even put anything into the personality, right? I just need this position filled. So give me an example, Phyllis, of somebody who they were in the wrong position. Do they always just decide, okay, I'm going to go and get a different position, or are there ways that we can kind of grow into something that isn't? See, I don't think we could we? We can't really grow into something we're not.
That's the difficult part. So for this example, this woman, she was a community person, she was out there, she was fun, she had a great personality, and they stuck her doing data entry.
Oh,
she talked to them.
Shrivel up and die.
Yes, and she did. she did die in that position, and she told them, but they didn't want to do anything about it, so she eventually left because she was dying on the vine.
Right.
And I think that a lot of us are in positions where we are dying on the vine, so how can we, as people, I've had many conversations with people who are not willing to talk to people and say, this is how I feel. So there's a communication gap there, and they're not wanting, they don't feel empowered to be able to go to you and say, Angel, you know, this position isn't working for me. Could I talk to you about it?
Phyllis, you used the words they don't feel empowered. I would maybe come back at you and say maybe they're terrified. You know, I mean, I'm on your website, BeBraveSayYes.com, and it says you motivate and empower audiences to overcome adversity and confront their fears. And I think the fear is, I believe the fear is one of the largest motivating drivers out there. I think they're afraid to go up and say, to be empowered.
Yeah, this isn't the right fit for me.
Right, and a lot of it depends on their personality type, right?
Sure.
What is their personality type versus what their boss's type is? So if they're the type who don't like conflict and you have a boss who's very overpowering, they're not going to feel comfortable being able to go to that person necessarily and say, I want to talk to you. This is how I feel.
Sure, but once you've discovered, okay, I'm thinking this isn't the right fit, I don't fit at this company, you know, I'm going to have to leave the company because, like you said, I'm dying on the vine. But once I know what my personality type is, and I discover here's where I would be better suited. I would be better suited in the marketing or in the community involvement. Then you can take that to your boss and say, reposition me. This is where my skill set is in this other, which then gives you the empowerment versus I don't fit here at all.
Absolutely. So when you know what your type is, what your personality type is, you know what might trigger you, you know what where your compensations are. It is life-changing to be able to understand yourself at your core.
Sure.
And to feel so empowered, because I've been in those positions before, but now you can really take a stand and say, and speak up, and when you can speak up and you can have a voice, it makes a huge difference.
Phyllis, you sold me. I mean, wow, I see the passion in your eyes. I see the expertise in what you do. All I need is a phone number. How do I get a hold of you? How do our listeners contact you?
They can call me at 303-475-7537. My website is BeBraveSayYes.com.
Love it.
So all of those, the information is there. And Eric and Angel, I would like to make you an offer today, is to come to one of my classes. I'll comp it. I would really love to have you both there to see what I do and to see how life-changing it is. And
Gonna speak up for the fear. Remember that?
Yes.
We talked about that. You're going to discover what everybody else who has ever done a profile test on Angel and I have discovered, and that is that we are 100% incompatible, and this will never work.
That is true.
It's true. And
incompatibility can work if you've got two people. So.
Atta girl.
Right. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. All right.
All right. So I'm looking online. Be Brave, Say Yes. That's how we sign up for classes and workshops. We'll look it up and come and visit. And we'd encourage our listeners to be brave and say yes to Phyllis as well. Say yes to yourself at BeBraveSayYes.com and give her a call, 303-475-7537. Again, 303-475-7537. Phyllis, anything else you want to share with our audience today?
I would just like to say, when anyone, whether it's an individual or a business, is open to new possibilities, empowerment, growth, change starts to occur, your life shifts, you begin to have life-changing results, whether it's individually or in your business. And I really have a passion for being able to support people and just to meet with them. I love connection, as you both know. I had a couple of people call me this week and say, can I just brainstorm with you about some ideas for my business? And I said, absolutely.
There you go. All right, Phyllis Shimamoto, Be Brave, Say Yes. You heard it here. Shift happens, and it's not a bad thing. 303-475-7537. Thank you so much for being with us, Phyllis.
Thank you for having me today.
We have been challenged, all of us. We'll be back with more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experienced Pros Radio Network.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919. or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Don't get stressed when your car gets damaged. Just call the doctor. Bumper Doc Denver can restore your car to mint condition. Whether it's hail damage, bumper dings, or carburst garage, Bumper Doc Denver can get you back in your car and on the road quickly. They can also process your claim. Bumper Doc's experts work with all insurance companies. Estimates are free. At Bumper Doc Denver, you always come first. Visit bumperdocdenver.com or call today 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experienced Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Braggin Friday. The Experienced Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experienced Pros.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. I am a successful entrepreneur.
Are you?
Just because I said so.
Are you now? Let's see if you stack up. We found some daily habits of the most successful entrepreneurs, an article over on Inc.com. But
You're gonna stack me up against the real ones?
The real folks who stay on top. A good leader has to stay on top of their business, make wise decisions, and practice healthy habits. And so the most successful entrepreneurs, this is what they do every day.
All right.
Every day. Not just once and say, now I do that.
Okay, I think I got you. Let's see what you got.
All right. Number one, you count the numbers each day.
Count the numbers?
Not like Ebenezer Scrooge at Christmas, but everyone in your company wants you to be a money person to keep the business afloat. They are not in your employ for fun and for free food, so you have to track your finances and monitor your cash flow every day.
I do this in a different way.
In a different way?
I have people for that.
Okay, but that's okay. As long as there are, every day, the accounting and there's KPIs, your key performance indicators, you're monitoring your cash flow, it's being monitored, and that's all right. Number 2,
Okay.
you never get angry.
Of course.
Good leaders know how to control their emotions. Anger never accomplishes anything. It just creates fearful employees who do not want to work hard or help you achieve your greatness.
I think that's a dumb question.
Number 3, you praise somebody every day. You praise somebody every day. The best entrepreneurs practice the art of daily praise.
I do that.
It motivates your employees, builds their morale, because without praise, no one will really own the work. And I'll tell you, we talk about retaining and motivating your employees and praising them in front of their peers.
Yes.
It goes a long, long way. In fact, we have a kind of a traveling ribbon around our office,
right,
to congratulate our staff weekly for their activities.
Divine sisterhood. Just saying.
All right.
Traveling ribbon.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know where you were going with that. All right, we're talking about daily habits of the most successful entrepreneurs. They're not afraid to rebuke and correct. While praising often is an excellent approach for morale, there are times when somebody needs to just kind of be corrected. A little coaching needs to happen. Don't shirk that responsibility.
Exercise discretion.
Correct quickly so everybody can move on.
Yes. Okay.
You never feed your own ego.
Oh, no.
Building a company is not an exercise in feeding your own ego. Oh my gosh, it's the most humbling thing you will ever do.
That's for dang sure.
Right? Avoid making matters so personal that the success or failure of the company is all about your own achievements. In fact,
Right.
I read something earlier today. Somebody was just mad because the leader says, anybody who opposes, I'm gonna turn that down, and not taking any feedback from the group. And
That sounds like a grumpy person.
kind of probably is.
All right.
Here's a next daily habit of successful entrepreneurs. You look for minor improvements every day, looking to improve performance, not only in your own daily work, but also in the work of others. And those small changes are what leads to major success.
Yeah, I think that's one of the stronger points of how you and I work together.
Those daily, always looking, how can we improve? How can we make it better? What can we do? Rather than leaning on your laurels, living the status quo, nothing changes. We do the same thing every day. Is it amazing what you do? Do people feel like it's amazing? Does your staff feel like it's amazing? I think every day you can have those just minor tweaks, little adjustments to how we get it done better, and you create major success.
Agreed.
Here's another daily habit of most successful entrepreneurs. You listen to feedback from your staff.
I do.
You know how you improve and lead. That's how you improve and lead more effectively, which again leads to more growth and more success, because you've got your vision, but those that are kind of like sort of on the fringe can see different things that you don't see.
In a moment of transparency, I will say that oftentimes I come to the table with my own preconceived notions, and when the staff is feeding back, I start to go into shutdown mode, and like I'm going to shut their ideas down. But I quickly remember, wait a minute, they're trying to help me, and so I recover.
Recover. All right. Well, here's a habit of successful entrepreneurs you might not think, because it's not necessarily in the office. Everything we've talked about so far is kind of within the walls of your office. But they work out every day.
What?
They work out. They say without a daily regime to tune your body and your soul.
Like look at this body.
Yeah.
Sexy, and I know it.
You'll start running on adrenaline, and that never lasts. In fact, I just recently, several months ago, had adrenal fatigue. You can't lead a successful company unless you learn the discipline of daily exercise and taking care of your health. You have to take care of your health. Because without that, your business it won't float.
Now, I'm not going to the gym every day, and I don't know if going to the gym was part of that. They work out. We do something physical every day.
Every day.
I do that. I'm very, very pleased with my progress over the last year and a half over at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe.
You are a stud over there. Burned 1,000 calories yesterday. 1,035 calories at the workout yesterday.
In an hour.
I was up there close to 700 calories. I mean, it was quite a calorie burner yesterday. Andre really put us through the paces, but man, it's amazing.
Yeah, and Andre is our trainer, obviously, and I'll tell you something. I'm very pleased. I see definition in areas of musculature that I haven't seen in a long, long time. But when Andre, the coach, comes over and goes, "Wow, all right."
You got a wow from Andre for what?
I got a wow because of the form in my squats. We were doing some squats with dumbbells, and the definition in my musculars, my
guns,
my triceps, my biceps, my shoulders. There's dimples where I never had them before.
Do you have to buy the next size larger shirt now?
There's a couple of my jackets, my suit jackets, that actually don't fit well.
Yeah, because once you get those shoulders and the deltoids and all of that, I remember my husband started working out, and he's like, "Angel, you're shrinking my shirts." Like, nuh-uh. Oh, look at Charlie. He's like kissing.
Yeah.
There, he's kissing the guns. All right.
We got 1 minute. We got some time for a couple more.
Habits of successful entrepreneurs. They say you're unoffendable. You don't get offended. You operate without being offended, but you employees.
Okay. All right.
Because sometimes you just need to come to bat for them. Know that
absolutely defend my employees.
You've got their back. They need to know that. You seek out mentoring. Because you know that you are not the expert on every topic, and so you seek out mentors, and you seek out someone to mentor.
I like that. I like that very much.
There's actually, still 15 more of them. Oh. So we're not going to get through them, but maybe we'll find a way to post this out on our Facebook, or maybe we'll tweet it.
I will do both. How about that?
All right.
All right. Thank you for bringing that. We sure appreciate Betty, Lou, and all the others who participate in Inc.com. And, give us some talking points. And we like to compare. How do we do? What do we do? And we think that you like it as well. If you'd like to tell us about it, you can certainly write us at radio@experiencepros.com. Connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, all the social media outlets. We'd love that. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, thank you. Thank you for tuning in and participating in this, the revolution in how people treat people in business. Now go out and have a great rest of the day. Back tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Are you hiring but not